Welcome to Bahasa Bali, lesson 45. Today's lesson will discuss the Balinese calendars. The Balinese have two calendars. The one that's used more often than not is 210 days long. That is, that it's made up of 6 months of 35 days. Now in Bali, they have a very, very complex system. They have 10 weeks that run simultaneously. They have a week of 1 day, which every day, funnily enough, is that 1 day. They have a week of 2 days, 3 days, all the way through to a week of 10 days. And it's when all these weeks intersect that give them all their different days for auspicious occasions. And it's quite a science that the holy men of Bali can really deal with. Most Balinese are mostly concerned with 3 weeks in particular. That is the 3-day week, the 5-day week, and the 7-day week. Now the 3-day week is Pasa, Batang, and Kajang. And you'll find that in Bali, 3 villages will make up a system where a marketplace will rotate between the 3 villages. So those days are very helpful in knowing which day the market will appear in one of those 3 villages. In Ubud rotates between Tegalalang and Payangan are the 3 villages that rotate on a 3-day basis for marketplace, and that is immutable. It'll be that way for eternity, it seems. The 5-day week is Umanis, quite often just Manis, sometimes seen as Lagi, which means sweet in High Balinese. Umanis, Paing, Pon, Wage, and Kliwon, quite often pronounced as Cleon. Now, when the 3rd day of the 3-day week, which is Kajang, intersects with the 5th day of the 5-day week, Cleon, then you get Kajang Cleon, which is every 15 days. And that's when extra offerings are made. It's a bigger day. They put offerings out on streets and crossroads and in doorways. It's a day that people have to be very careful of what they do. There are more malevolent spirits out and about. It's a heightened day of spirit activity. So that's well worth knowing. You find that when the 5th day of the 5-day week coincides with the 7th day of the 7th week, which is Saniscara, then you get what they call tumpak. Now there are 6 tumpaks in a 1 Balinese year of 210 days, which we call Oton. The Balinese celebrate Otonan is your birthday every 210 days. They write down when you're born and they celebrate. They do extra offerings every 210 days for people in Bali rather than 1 calendar year. So a tumpak every 35 days celebrates things like books, trees, cars, those things you see with when cars are dressed up or coconut trees are dressed up or kitchen implements are dressed up, books. They have a particular birthday for each of those items over those 6 months, and that explains what's going on there. It invariably will be a Saturday, which is the 7th day of their 7-day week. The other calendar is pretty much like our calendar. It is pretty much 365 days of the year. It's actually 12 lunar months. Now, a month in Balinese is bulan or sasi in High Balinese, Bahasa Halus sasi, and we call them from first month is sasi kasar, sasi karo, sasi ketiga, sasi kapat, and on for 12 months. Now, the first month, sasi kasar, roughly coincides with July. And you'll find that when the system starts getting out of kilter with the true year, they add a 13th month, which then pushes things back pretty much into alignment with the rotation of the Earth around the sun. So hopefully all that helps. It's far, far more complicated than I've just explained there, but that will give you some of an insight into what they're doing and what their calendars are all about. You can obtain one of their calendars anywhere. Every Balinese household has one, and they are full of information. They're very worth buying and just studying and try to get someone to explain some of the concepts on that calendar, which is full of information. Good luck. Tiang mapamit.